Hey y'all, what's up, welcome back to Matrix Attacks. I'm showing off the top because it's cute as fuck. Today's video is going to be dedicated to talking about accountability, because Lord knows I need to touch on this because a lot of us struggle with accountability. Also, look at the sleeves. Like, this shit, like, I love like motherfucking like flare out motherfucking sleeves. Like, that shit's so cute. I feel like accountability is something that a lot of people struggle with because ego gets in the way of a lot of things, and ego really disrupts your whole mentality and the way you can look at life and perceive things. I feel like if you don't have control over your ego will control you. And this is why you have to be so in tune with your emotions, because part of ego and completely destroying ego is admitting you are wrong. And this is the major thing that a lot of people cannot do. People do not want to admit that they are wrong. The sun is shining. It's so beautiful outside today. Like, oh my God. You would think that a lot of people could admit when they're wrong, but no. In today's world, everyone just want to be right. Everyone want to, prove they the big guy. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't never do no wrong. Like, you can't tell me shit. Like, I know what I'm doing. Da 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 da. Like, this is ego. That's ego. Straight up ego. Like, motherfuckers need to tear that shit down, because it prevents you from learning. It prevents you from taking in new information on how you can better yourself, how you can better your mentality. I look good. What the fuck? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just loving myself more and more. You feel me? Like, taking accountability of your actions is so motherfucking important, because it shows strength. It shows self-acceptance. You have to learn how to separate yourself from people who do not take accountability of their actions, because you are who you hang around. You become like them. You become just like them. If people around you do not take accountability of their actions, you're going to learn not to take accountability of your actions. People who lack accountability feel like it's everybody else's problem but their own. They just trying to da-da-da-da-da, like, da-da-da-da-da. They think they know that. Da-da-da. No, motherfucker. If someone's trying to help you, if motherfuckers are trying to hold you accountable for some action, something you said, something, take it. And to just give you an example of folks who just don't take accountability, one could be they motherfucking make excuses and deflect. They're never going to take accountability for their actions and what they did or said or done. You feel me? They just going to be like, oh, my bad. I was in a bad mood, or, oh, I didn't eat, or like, whatever the fuck it may be, bro. They just deflect and make an excuse. And number two, an example is projection. They're gonna project whatever the fuck they did right back onto you. It's always something with folks who lack self-accountability. They literally live in a lie because they don't want to admit what they done. Self-accountability number one, bro. Come on. I feel like a lot of people don't want to take accountability because they don't want to take responsibility for themselves. Lord knows that a lot of people do not like to take responsibility, even over their own selves. So they're going to try to blame any and everything else as to why they should keep operating the way they operate. But, like, bro, you're only hurting yourself. Like, you can't fool yourself. You can fool everybody else, but you can't fool yourself. So keep it real with yourself. Keep it real. Take responsibility over the things you know you should be doing. Be real with yourself. Don't live in a lie. Don't keep making all these excuses and shit. Because who is that helping, bro? Nobody. Like, you're only hurting yourself. Keep it real. You know what I realized? When you try to talk about accountability to folks who lack self-awareness, they gonna take that shit as an insult. They gonna take that shit as, oh, you attacking them. But no, that shit could be farther from an attack, bro. And if and when they take that shit sideways, it's not your responsibility to just react on their reaction. Just plant the seed and keep it pushing. You don't always need to prove yourself right. Don't. There's no need. And when you finally reach a place where you realize that you don't need to react off of their reaction, you've just unlocked a new level of maturity. Just plant the seed and keep it pushing. Sometimes all these people need is just a little seed in their head. You feel me? That, it's probably going to come up at a later time, whenever that time is to them. But trust and believe they're going to remember that. They will. Don't have your ego block the understanding that the other person is trying to give you. This shit is so big. It's so big, bro. And I always peep that whenever folks try to hold people accountable, they gonna make them seem like, oh, they the issue. Like they owe them an apology. This not how that shit go, bro. If folks are trying to help you out, bro, take it. Take the help that they're trying to give you. Receiving help is not a bad thing. And if you struggle receiving help, if you struggle to feel like you deserve help, that means you have childhood issues. You got childhood traumas that you have to address and fix, bro. Everyone needs help in life. Like, you can't get through this shit on your own. So it's okay if people are trying to help out, bro. It's okay if people are trying to help you. It's okay when people are trying to guide you, bro. Receive the help. Receive it. Because people are willing to give help. But people take it in all types of wrong directions. Like, people think they know it all these days. Like, oh, they can't do no wrong. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Motherfucker. Ego is the one thing that blocks everyone from being great. It blocks everyone from being humble. So tone your ego down. Learn to control your ego. Destroy that shit, bruh. Destroy that shit. And watch out for your anger when people are trying to help out. Watch out for the way you react to people when they're holding you accountable for something. Shit, the quickest thing I can think about this morning. This is, my mom low-key motivated me. She inspired this video, so thank you, Mom. This morning, you know, my mom, I'm going to give you background. You know, she's trying to be more consistent in the gym. She's trying to be more consistent with her workouts, right? And so this morning, I had just kept her in check. Like, I ask her every single day, like, did she work out? Did she work out? The goal she has 3-4 times a week, like, she be struggling to keep up with that shit. And I'll just be like, Ma, like, you need to work out like 20-30 minutes. Like, it's not that much. And she gonna get mad at me. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, you say the same thing every single day. Like, you say the same thing. I'm like, why are you getting mad at me? Like, I'm just helping you. Like, I'm trying to keep you accountable. I'm trying to make sure that you getting your work in. I'm like, Ma, like, how does my fault? How is my fault? So that's a quick example of what I mean by that shit. Like, don't get mad on other people when they try to hold you accountable. When they're just simply stating out like something you already know that you should be doing. Like, when people already know something you're trying to do and motherfuckers hold you accountable and you don't want to fucking accept that accountability and you get mad on that other person, who the fuck is that helping? Like, if you're gonna get mad at people, bro, people are gonna stop going out their way to check up on you. People are gonna stop holding you accountable, bro, and then you're gonna get mad even more. Oh, nobody cared for me, like, nobody check up on me. But when folks did check up on you, when folks was trying to make sure that you was doing what you was supposed to be doing, like, you got mad and stuff. Folks claim so bad that if they had somebody to check up on them every single day, that they would, you know, stay on their shit, da-da-da-da. But as soon as that shit come around, they get mad because they not doing what they supposed to be doing, and folks is reminding them of that shit, and they don't like it. Folks don't like that shit. Now, how that they issue, bro? That's your issue. You realize there's so many things that you could be fixing. There's so many things that you can work on, but you don't want to fucking work on that shit. Why? You don't want to change your ways. Keep it real. If somebody come up to you and they say, oh, I peeped that you ain't been on your game, like, you've been slacking lately, you ain't been doing the things that you need to be doing, da-da-da-da-da, like, and you reply with, you know what, bro, you right. I realize that I ain't been on my shit, and I'm glad you was here to remind me of that shit, and I'm finna go get started on that. You realize, you see the communication, like, someone's holding you accountable, and you're like, damn, like, someone's keeping me in check, like, damn, like, I really ain't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? See, there's always a way to motherfucking communicate instead of you crashing out and maybe just being like, why you so worried about what I got going on? And, you know, focus on yourself. Like, I got me. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Da 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 da. Like, instead of you like trying to be like, da da da. Like, who the fuck you trying to prove to yourself? What are you trying to prove, bro? Like, motherfuckers they can see with their own eyes that you not being on your shit. People are actually giving you a healthy reminder, bro. Like, I know you've been trying to get to this. I know you've been trying to do this. I know you've been trying to do that. Like, they're actually here to help you. The sun's shining. The sun's shining. They're actually here to motherfucking help you, bruh. Stop always taking things sideways. Don't take things sideways. There's no need for that shit. Take everything as a gentle reminder that you can grow, that you can be better. And be grateful for the folks that are keeping you accountable. Be grateful for them. Because a lot of people wish they had that shit. For real. And I'm not talking about the folks that, you know, they wish they had it, but as soon as they get it, you know, they crash out and get mad and talk back all sideways and stuff. Like, no, not them. Like, there's actually genuinely folks that really wish they had somebody keeping them accountable. But you know what? I realized that folks ain't always going to be on your side. So you know what? Let's drop this mentality of thinking that we need somebody to be on our side to hold us accountable. Motherfucker, why can't we hold ourselves accountable? Why do we feel like we need to wait for another person to hold us accountable? Why can't we hold ourselves accountable? Why can't you trust your own word? Ask yourself that. Why you feel like you need to wait for a whole other different person to come up to you to tell you all the things you've been slacking on? What is it that you don't got? Oh shit, see this? Yeah, I swear God be listening. But what is it that we feel like we don't have that we feel like we need to hear from another person? What is it? Truly, what is it? Nothing. There's nothing else that anybody else has that we don't. We can do everything in this world if we just put our mind to it. We can accomplish anything in the world. We just need to hold ourselves accountable. It is time to learn how to hold our own selves accountable. We don't need other people to come tell us what the fuck's up. We should hold ourselves in check. Real talk. We should be able to, as soon as we feel like we off track a little bit, we should be like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this, or I shouldn't be wasting my time on this. I need to get back to work. As soon as we see that we off track, we need to hold ourselves accountable and put ourselves right back on track. We don't need to wait for another person's words. We should have trust in our own words. We should have trust in our own self. I realize it's like a lot of us lack trust within ourselves, because if we had trust in ourselves, we would, count on our word. We'd stay on our word. We wouldn't need nobody else's word. But a lot of us struggle with trust in ourselves. See, it's a lot of things. And now that I'm saying this shit out loud, all of this is just wounds. Like, this is all childhood wounds that, damn, like, probably still ain't been healed. Like, this is why it's so important to do shadow work. It's so many videos on YouTube, but if y'all want, I can make a video on shadow work too. Shit, let me know. It's so many things that we can do to just get better, to heal ourselves from within. Folks don't want to take the time with themselves no more. Folks just want to be caught up with A, B, C, and D. Like doing this, that, and the third. Like, what about you? Why are you putting yourself last? It's like everyone just putting everybody else first, and then, they got no more energy for themselves at the end of the day. Like, that shit's so backwards. It's you before everyone else. That's why I say put your oxygen mask on in the plane before anybody else. Help yourself first before you help out other folks. Okay? Help to this world if you can't take care of yourself. Accountability is super important if you're trying to grow. It just is, okay? And you got no right to get mad on somebody who's just trying to hold you accountable, who's trying to help you out, who's just looking out for you. Because they see better in you. You can't get mad at somebody else for seeing the good in you that you can't even see in yourself. That is self-image issues. Keeping it real. That's another thing that if you feel triggered, that's another thing to work on, bro. If you feel like something's resonating, write this shit down so you can attack this shit to become a better you, bro. Once again, don't let your ego get in the way of becoming a better you. Don't let your ego keep you in the same negative, low vibrational area. Take the growth, take in the knowledge, and just use that shit to elevate you, to go from low vibrational to high vibrational, bro. Real talk. You got the power to change you. Can't nobody else force you to want to change. What do they say? You can bring the horse to the motherfucking lake, but you can't force the horse to drink. Exactly, bro. You can tell somebody about the change, bro, but you can't force somebody to change. They got to want that change for themselves. No matter how much you push that idea into their head, no matter how much you try to enforce that shit onto them, bro, if they don't want to change, bro, they're not gonna fucking change. Shit sad. If somebody tell you they see so much potential in you, don't just be like, oh, he just saying that, or she just saying that. Like, no, bro. Like, if they see something, they gonna say something. Be glad they said something, because now it gives you something to focus on. It gives you something to look forward to. Something to put your energy toward, bro. For real, like, don't waste that shit. God gave every single person on this planet Earth special skills and different talents. Everyone's talents are gonna look different, but that's the great part, bro. More talents for the world to see. So put your talent out there. That thing you know that you really good at, bro, keep doing that shit. Keep up with that shit. Don't just motherfucking stop. Don't pause just because you don't see the results you want to see at first. Everything take time. But once that ball get rolling, you best believe, oh, that ball gonna reach where the fuck you trying to get to. That ball gonna reach your destination. Best believe that. And trust this, God gonna push your ball to the destination. Best believe that shit. Best believe that shit. So keep up with that shit. Don't just stop because you don't see initial results. Don't be weak-minded. Be strong-minded. That, yeah, it's gonna get somewhere one day. I'm gonna get somewhere one day. My art gonna be out one day. Like that. Like that. You know what I mean, bruh. It gonna be out like that. And all creation is art. My voice. What I'm doing right now. YouTube. This is art. People making music. Writing music. That shit art. Everything art. People drawing. Clearly art. Art ain't just, oh, you just draw and shit. That's art. No. Everything you create is art. Every project you make is art. Everything you make is art. Cooking is art. Not everybody can cook. People can have the same recipe, but the motherfucking result gonna be way, way different. Trust and believe that. Everything you create, from your hands, from your voice, everything, anything, bruh, is art. So get your art out there. Real talk. Real motherfucking talk. Get your art out there. Trust in yourself, bruh. Trust in yourself. And keep yourself in check. Hold yourself accountable that, oh, when I'm starting to get off track, you're going to put yourself right back on track to keep on doing what you do best. So, yeah, don't just motherfucking stop. Don't just stop. Because you got this shit. God gave you them gifts for a reason. So you got this shit. You think that God just gave you them special skills and different talents for no reason? No. Fuck no. And if you think that, think again and think a motherfucking again. God counted the exact hairs on your head when he created you. He created you out of clay. He made you in a specific way. So you think that, oh, he don't know what gifts and talents he gave you? Oh, okay. So use them gifts, use them talents, and show it to the world. Show yourself out to the world, bruh. Don't just motherfucking hone in and just, not tap into your talents and not tap into what you know you good at just because someone else told you not good, or because your mama told you, oh, you wasn't going to be nothing, or because your dad said, oh, what? Like, please, boy. Please, girl. You need to leave all that negativity where it's at. Okay? And motherfucking do what you do best. And you know exactly what you do best. You don't need nobody else's validation. You and God is the only validation you need. Okay? So keep on doing what you do. And don't let a hater tell you otherwise. They're either going to support you or hate you. It ain't no in between. So if they're not supporting you, you know where they stand. You know what they feel. So keep them where they at. Because they're not going to help you. And stay your ass away from them, because doubt breeds doubt. If you're around people who instill doubt, you're going to start to slowly believe that shit. So stay your ass far away from them. You don't need that negativity in your life. You just don't. Especially when you're just starting out to get yourself out in the world. The last thing you need is a doubtful ass hater. Because that shit, it's like your seed. It's like your seed in a pot. When you starting to show yourself out to the world, you got to protect your seed by all means, by all costs. Because God is trying to make it grow. God is trying to grow your seed into something beautiful. A beautiful flower. So you can't let no doubt, you can't let no hate get in the way of watering what God is trying to put out into the world. What God is trying to make grow into your life. So pluck out the negativity, pluck out the hate, because that's not going to make your seed turn into the beautiful flower that it's trying to be. So be careful. Be so very careful. You got to protect your seed when you're starting out. You just got to. And trust and believe. It's okay if nobody out there supporting you when you start. Because God is supporting you. God gave you them gifts for a reason. He happy you're going to finally use that shit if you're not already. And if you think about it, congratulations, bro. I'm glad. And if you're just starting out to use it, keep on going. Don't stop. Don't motherfucking stop. Keep on going. Keep on going. And you're going to see a beautiful flower in your pot soon enough. Oh, yeah. God will support you. If anybody else supporting you, God supports you. And you support yourself. And that's all you really need in life. Because if you fuck with what you do, with what God gave you, trust and believe, folks gonna catch on, bro. Folks really gonna catch on. So don't be worried about the outcome. Just fall in love with the process. Just fall in love with the process. And it'll take you farther than you ever could have imagined. Period. You gotta start to love the journey, bro. God gonna teach you a lot of lessons. So just fall in love with the journey. Fall in love with it. You're not gonna be 0 to 100 like that just in one day. Whatever God got for you is what he got for you. But everything take time. Trust and believe that. Everything take time, bro. But also, have enough trust and faith in God that he can do anything. So keep up with what you do, bro. Keep up with what the fuck you're doing. Because God can just flip the script just like that. Right in front of all your haters' faces. Boom. Just like that. God does the unimaginable. God is the God of miracles. So don't think that God won't grant you no miracle. If God want to give you a miracle, he gonna motherfucking give you that shit. So don't count yourself out. Don't write yourself off. Keep up. Just keep on going, bro. Keep on going. Everything take time. Everything take effort. Don't just fall off. Don't just fall off. Keep your power. Keep your motherfucking power. And stay in that shit. Work in that shit. Protect your power. Protect your peace. Protect it all, bro. Your power, your peace, and your sound mind. God created us with love, power, and a sound mind. So stay in that shit. Stay in it. And just remember that it's your gifts that make you, you. That's what separates you from the rest. So it's okay if you're not doing what everyone else is doing. That's great. That's actually a good thing. It's a great thing. You set apart from the rest. You cut from a different cloth, literally. But I feel like we all low-key got our own cloth, you feel me? So show off your cloth to the world. Show the world what you're really made of, you know? Folks gonna catch on real soon. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all liked the video. Become a soldier, join the family, light this bitch up if you want. Drop a comment, repost, share, all that. You know what the fuck's up. And yeah, y'all. Oh, also make sure y'all are staying in God's word. I know it can be easy to get off track sometimes, but we just gotta, you know, once again, hold ourselves accountable and make sure we're at least reading a page of God's word a day, because that will really rewire your whole mind and just, you know, make you operate differently on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, y'all, stay in his word, stay blessed, stay up, and make sure y'all are always helping out other people. And it's okay if you don't really have the means to. Just do what you can for folks. Always help out, always give back. Don't be self-centered. Don't just think it's your world and, oh, you only living in it. Like, no, we all live in God's world. So help who you can out. We all impact each other in ways we don't even know. We're all separate, but we're all interconnected with each other. Okay? So don't forget that. And yeah, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.